Papa Squat coming at you on a Monday afternoon. I'm recording this a little bit early because I used to actually do that much earlier, do this much earlier in the day. Oh, kitty, stop. And that sort of stopped when I was busy moving and preparing to move and unpacking now. But today I wrapped up work and decided to jump into this because I was particularly excited, as you can see on the screen there, that I have no idea why Talib Kweli is confirming this, but he has confirmed that De La Soul has the rights to their masters. That is very exciting. It's not something we've really talked about much before, but I know early on in listening to these videos I mentioned and lamented the fact that a lot of these early rappers were completely taken advantage of because they had no business sense and they had no idea of what this was going to turn into, and they were taken advantage of, pure and simple, as is common with many creative types who want to do what they love, and they get into contracts with people who do not care at all about the creator, and all they want is the money that is generated by what somebody else's creation makes, which I think is a lot of crap. It's garbage. I understand record companies used to do work. They maybe still do, with regards to promoting albums and artists and things like that. I don't know how that's changed over the years with things moving online and record stores basically not being what they used to be, and any sort of physical media not being as popular as it used to be, and so many things are online. But this is exciting for De La Soul because these guys were absolutely one of the groups kind of at the top of their game when they first came out and for years afterwards. And the fact that somebody else or a lot of other people basically stole money from them for years and years, and I don't care what their contract said. I don't care what the original idea was. Whoever the publishing companies are did not create it, and in my mind that means they do not own it. If the people who actually created it are still around, it should belong to those people unless some other circumstance came about. But clearly whatever happened with De La Soul, they did not understand exactly what they were doing, and so they lost control of their masters, and they finally have gotten them back. Hopefully that will mean maybe some re-releases. That would be nice, because then you know the money is actually going to the creators and not these archaic dinosaur-like record companies. So that's exciting. It might actually get me to buy some of their music again, which is good. I love these guys when they first came out. And I love them because they were so innovative and cool. They combined rap and hip-hop with sort of a hippie summer love motif, kind of a theme to all of their music. It was very sort of not new agey, very hippie-ish, very psychedelic. That's what I'm trying to say. But they made amazing music. So anyway, so they've gotten their rights back. I thought it was funny that they apparently appeared at Teen Titans Go. But this is very cool. And so I looked up one of their songs, one of the ones that I certainly like the most by them. I just closed it. Was oh, that's not right. Where did I just put this? I had it open here. No. I'm sorry, you guys. I had this open. Is this it? Here it is. Oh wow! I thought I had moved it over next to the tab I was actually working in. So anyway, let's give a listen to Me, Myself, and I, which I love. I've heard this song before. This was like 1987, 1988. I was a freshman in college, and totally loved this. Just great stuff. Oh yeah, still in the old aspect ratio for the TVs. So one of the things you can tell right off the bat with these guys is they're a little laid back, and their stuff is very colorful. This particular picture I paused on isn't particularly colorful, but they don't look like anybody else in rap at this time.
On the wall, tell me, mirror, what is wrong? Can it be my De La clothes, or is it just my De La song? What I do ain't make believe. People say I sit and try, but when it comes to being De La, it's just me, myself, and I.
So this is also a perfect example of knowing where the beat is, finding the beat, sticking with it, and just perfect. I mean, it's they're right on the beat, and the music is just so cool and so unlike anything else that was out there at the time.
It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Now you tease my plug one style and my plug one spectacles. You say plug 1 and 2 are hippies, nowhere not. That's pure plug bull. Always pushing that we formed an image. There's no need to lie.
So okay, I have to pause here because this dude, I don't even remember, Randy something. It was some vote on who you want to be a video VJ, video jockey, disc jockey, video disc jockey, whatever you want to call it, on MTV, and this guy ended up winning, and he was clearly a character in multiple senses of that word, or multiple different meanings of that word, and I think he won out over Carson Daly, because that's where he got his start too, was in the same vote to be who's going to be the next VJ. Anyway, I'm surprised to see him show up here.
Pushing that we formed an image, there's no need to lie. When it comes to being plug one, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
So the whole thing of like showing off all these other rappers and their style and kind of how they behave was very much like the rest of the industry was very much in that style. And so when these guys appeared on the scene, they're kind of poking fun at that. Like, we're not these guys. We're not grabbing our crotch. We're not wearing huge chunky jewelry. We're not wearing the classic hats or sunglasses or I want to say jogging outfits, jogging suits, that sort of thing. They just dressed how they dressed and kind of had like paisley and I mean their whole thing was a psychedelic feel. And you could see the cover of the album there.
What I am, poems I speak are plugged too tight. Please, oh please, let plug 2 be himself, not what you read, alright? Right is wrong when hype is written on the soul, they lie, that is. Style is surely our own thing, not the false disguise of showbiz. De La Soul is from the soul, and this fact I can't deny.
Didn't that guy just die?
Dan called Stucky, and from me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
Oh, I didn't notice the tie.
It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory for plug 1 and 2. But that glory's been denied by cassids and gooky eyes. People think they diss my person by stating I'm darkly packed. I know this, so I point at Q-tip and he states black is black. Mirror, mirror on the wall, shovel chestnuts in my path. Just keep all nuts with the nuts so I don't get an aftermath. But if I do, I'll calmly punch them in the 4th day of July. Cause they try to mess with 3rd degree, that's me, myself, and I.
Death beat.
It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
Yeah, you show them. Yeah, so it just they have great music. I've liked their stuff for years. It was just so different and stood out so much from everything else that was being made at the time, and even now it sounds completely different than everything else out there. But this was again, this is one of those bands that relatively early on started incorporating influences from outside, well, disco for sure, but outside the rap and growing hip hop community to pull in other types of music and turn it into something that like the Fat Boys did, like incorporated music from the 50s and 60s, which kind of helped it to become more mainstream, acceptable as a type of music. And same thing with this. This didn't sound like just a beat and rapping, which a lot of the mid 80s music was, in terms of like with whatever drum machines and synthesizers and things like that, and it got very repetitive, very samey. And so when these guys came out, it was really cool and something new and different. And it's not surprising to me at all that they took off. Around the same time would have been Delight. Is that right? Or was that their song? I forget. I think it was Delight. That can't be right. Bootsy Collins. I can't remember the name of it. Groove is in Your Soul, but it was very dancey, probably way more dancey than rap, but still kind of in that same time period and had a similar feel, and it was very cool and different and new. So I'm really happy for De La Soul, and I'm sure this video will probably be blocked because of companies who don't want us to listen to music for free, because otherwise they can't steal money from the creators. But thankfully that won't be the case for De La Soul anymore. Hopefully they will be getting the majority, if not all of the money from now on. So hooray for you guys. Totally awesome news. Hope you like this one. I'll get back to the older stuff. I just wanted to call this out because I think it is significant, and I hope more rappers from that time period and creators from any time period are able to maintain control over what they have actually created and not forced into giving it up or misled into giving it up. So good on you guys. Pop Squat. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I am checking out. Have a good rest of the week. I will see you soon.